Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, yes, we are in Las Vegas, Nevada. As you can see, the strip view here, Caesar's Palace is right there. Beautiful. We might get in a poker game there. We're actually staying at the Flamingo, so I know they got a poker room here, so I was thinking about starting off there, see how I do. Maybe hit up the Orleans another day, or probably tomorrow. And I definitely want to get into at the Westgate and see if they got anything going on. So yeah, guys, a lot of big plans, a lot of big surprises, a lot of big pots, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to getting into all of that. So first poker room we decided to visit is the Flamingo. We buy in for $100. Crazy, right? Well, we accidentally forgot the rest of our money upstairs, so we like a challenge, why not? First hand of vlog number 5, we have Ace Jack of Spades on the button position. Folds all the way to us, and we raise it to $7. Small blind folds, and the only person who calls is the big blind. So we're going to go heads up to the flop. The flop comes out King 3 deuce with 2 hearts. Big blind checks to us, and we decide to check back since all we have is pretty much an overcard. Turn does improve us, gives us the Jack of clubs, so we have a pair now. Big blind leads out for $6. Relatively small bet, so we go ahead and make the call, hoping that the river can improve us a little bit. And it doesn't. It gives us the 10 of hearts. Big blind checks again, so he's showing some kind of weakness there. I decide to expose that and bet out $10. He insta folds and we take it down. So first win of vlog number 5. On to the next hand. In this next hand we have Pocket Snowmans. We are in the button position. Hijack and cutoff are the only limpers, so we go ahead and bump it to $12. Hijack comes along, and so does the cutoff. Just a little background on the cutoff. He is playing very tilted. He's bought in about 3 times so far in the past hour that I've played, and this comes into play later on in the hand. The flop comes out Queen Jack 7, rainbow flop. Hijack checks, cutoff checks, and I go ahead and take another free card. Why not? King of clubs hits the turn. This does not help us in any way. If anything, this board seems to be getting worse. So, not gonna lie, guys, we're starting to shut down. However, hijack checks, cutoff checks, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my free card. However, when the river card, before the river card comes out, the cutoff blind leads out for $14. I find this really interesting, especially when he starts being real pushy. Listen in. He says out loud, "What are we waiting on?" Well, you blind raised. I'm going to need a little time to kind of think about what I'm going to do. I go ahead and make the call, and I showdown, and we scoop. He has pocket 3s. Listen into this next soundbite. Huh? Moral of the story, don't play tilted. You make bad decisions. Anyways, from the moment that the 4 of spades hit the board to the moment that I called, it was less than 25 seconds. I don't count from the moment he blind raised. So yeah, I took a little time to decide what I was going to do. I mean, you blind raised. So either way, nice win. On to the next hand. So far at this table that we're at, everyone's playing pretty tight. No one's wanting to put any money in the pot unless they have a premium. Aces, kings, queens, so it's really hard to make money that way. So we do put a table change request. But in this next hand, we have pocket 6s. We're in the middle position. It folds all the way around to the small blind, who actually raises it to $10. So that's music to our ears. And we go ahead and make the call. So we're going to go heads up to the flop. The flop comes out pretty good for us. It's 10, 7, 6 rainbow. So we hit bottom set, guys. And small blind leads out for $7. So we go ahead and mid-click it just enough that we think he would make the call. And we mid-click it to $14. And sure enough, he makes the call. So we're going to be going heads up still to the turn card. The turn card is the 10 of clubs, so it's a great card for us. We boat up. When small blind checks to us, we check back. this is a mistake on our part for sure. We should be leading out here anywhere from $15 to $20 at the minimum. Reason being is because if I'm putting him on hands such as Jack 10, Queen 10, 10 9, hands of that sort, he's gonna call, and this is a mistake for sure. We're really cutting down on our profits, something that I'm working on to improve my game. River is the 2 of clubs, does complete the backdoor flush draw. Small blind leads out for $10. We decide to re-raise, and we raise it to $30. He takes a while to make a decision. He's tanking, and eventually finally makes the call. We show down our hand, and we are good. Definitely miss out on some value. I really believe that. So it's something that I'm working on. On to the next hand. So these are the final hands that I was dealing with for the past hour and a half. We won a couple of them, but most of these were just simple folds, and that's why we got the table change. And good thing we do. These next 2 hands are pretty awesome. Alright, next hand of note, we have Ace-King offsuit in the small blind position. We get 3 limps from under the gun, middle position, and the hijack as well. When it comes around to us, we decide to bump it up to $12 total. And we get a call from under the gun, and everyone else folds. So we're going to go heads up to the flop. The flop comes out King 9-7 with 2 diamonds. Our opponent takes a weird route and leads out for $40. This is pretty alarming, but with top pair, top kicker, backdoor flush draw, we go ahead and make the call, but we're going to play this very cautiously. The turn comes the 8 of diamonds. So we go ahead and check to our opponent, and under the gun, he leads out for $86. Again, another alarming bet. So we have to stop and think here for a little bit. For one, his bet sizing doesn't make sense. He bets over pot on the flop, and then bets over 2/3 of pot on the turn. I think he's afraid of the flush. And with us having 9 outs to the flush, we still have top pair, top kicker, right? It just doesn't make sense, and neither does folding or calling. So guess what we do, ladies and gentlemen? That's right, we shoved. We went all in for $142 left. He insta calls. All we have to do is dodge a queen, and we sure do. The river comes the 2 of spades, and he shows king queen of spades. So he had top pair as well, but worse kicker. He ends up fist tapping me, telling me that I was a good move, good play, and we scoop a $394 pot. Man, feels nice to scoop this pot in. On to the last hand. Alright guys, something really epic's going to pop up in the middle of the screen. I really want you to pay attention to. Check this out and subscribe. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'd really appreciate it. I have about 92.2% of my viewers that are checking out my vlog but haven't subscribed. So guys, it would mean a great deal to me if you would take the time, pause the video right now, and subscribe. Thank you. Alright, final hand of the vlog. We have Jack 7 of diamonds in the big blind position. It limps around all the way to me, and I go ahead and check my option. So we're going to go 5 ways to the flop. The flop comes out Queen, Jack 5, rainbow. So we have middle pair, very, very bad kicker. We're not going to invest any more money in this, but we are willing to do some kind of a check call situation, but it checks around. The turn comes the 2 of spades. Small blind leads out for $10, so he leads out for the pot. That doesn't really make sense to me. Seems like he's just trying to steal the pot. So we're going to go ahead and make the call and basically evaluate a river, see if we can improve. Under the gun +1 calls as well, and this is the guy that was actually in the previous hand, so it seems like he might be out for blood. The other 2 opponents fold, so we're going to go 3 ways to the river, and the river comes to 7 of hearts. So we get 2 pair. Small blind checks to us, and we check back hoping that under the gun +1 will lead out, but instead he checks as well. So even though I won the hand, I felt like I lost just because I missed out on value. I should be leading out here maybe $10 to $15, and I'm pretty sure at least one of my opponents would have called. But this is why I like to record hands. Puts a lot of spotlight on the area of opportunities I may have to help me be a better player. Time to head out, hit the strip. We're in the game for $100 and cashed out for $377. So that's a profit of $277. and an awesome win for the first night in Vegas. This wraps up vlog number 5 out here in Vegas. I thought I'd end the vlog with a beautiful view of the Bellagio fountain. It's one of my favorite things to view out here on this trip. But guys, if you have any questions or just want to reach out and say hi, hit me up on my Instagram, Leo Bearded Poker. I'm a cool guy to chat with, so if you have anything you want to say, that's the best way to reach out to me. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. That way you guys are informed of my next Vegas vlog session. And a little hint, we decide to pay a visit to the Aria, so you're not going to want to miss out. Until next time guys, stay safe out there, take care, and remember everyone, poker is just a game. It's meant to be fun.